Hello, Saseni. How is everybody? My name is Ben, and I am here to bring to you some podcasts, and I do believe that you are going to be inspired and motivated. Kindly, if you're new, thank you for watching this video, my videos. Thank you so much. If you're new here, please kindly subscribe to my channel, like the video, hit the notification bell so that anytime that I post any video, you are able to get the notice, and more so like and leave a comment and share this video with your friends and with your network. And I appreciate you so much, and thank you so much for making this, because that's how we grow and make sure that we have the right numbers for the benefit of supporting this video and this channel. Otherwise, today I'm here to talk about something which is very important. I find it very, very inspiring. Today, I want to talk about something, and I'm sure that you're going to resonate with this. Na wale ambao of course munaweza kusikiza hii in English and in Swahili, I want to really appreciate that sana sana sana. Today I want to talk about my mother and the city, and the topic of this video is what my mother taught me versus what the city taught me. And as I said earlier, I was looking forward to doing this video because I want to begin by saying that my mother is a very special woman to me. She is a woman that I saw and fell in love with the time that I came into this world. Of course, she is the first person that I saw when I was born. And I've been thinking about this because many times we don't really appreciate these women, the mothers that have brought us. Wamadhi, we just look at them and say, huyu hata hajasoma, ni sio digital, they are analog, they are in the village. Some of, like my mother is in the village. And sometimes you may think that even, they don't deserve some attention. But let me tell you, I have been thinking about this and saying that, wow, it is amazing to have a mother. And I would tell you, those who don't have their mothers alive today, they would tell you that it hasn't been easy, because losing that woman in your life that has been there over the years, it is not easy. Even if your mother is old, even if your mother is not educated, is not cooked, she is still your mother. And today I want to talk about my mother. This woman, I love her so much. We are good friends. This is a person that I saw, as I said, when I got into this world. And I have been around her. She is my confidant. She prays for me. She wishes me. My mother would not even take 2 days without calling me. And that is the mother's love. As her firstborn, of course, I enjoy the privileges of, sometimes she would spoil me by calling and just saying, I wanted to know how you are. And you just feel like a young kid, and that feeling is very special. And today I want to appreciate my mother on this video, and more so appreciate the things that she taught me. My mother taught me hard time, rather hard work, and she made sure that I am well educated, taken care of in the early days of my youth. Of course, she was a discipliner, a discipline master. I would say that anytime that we did anything wrong, of course you would know that mama's wrath will be upon you. But coming to think about it, when those early years when we think that our parents are so hard on us, only later to realize that actually what they did really worked for us, because who we are today, who I am today, is because of the discipline of my mother. And I want to appreciate mom so much for who she is and the things that she taught me. So Here are some of the things that my mother taught me. My mother taught me to be a good boy. Yeah, she taught me to be a good boy. She taught me that it pays to be humble. It pays to be considerate about the other person. She told me that you don't take somebody's things, without their intention, their consent. My mother taught me about hard work, about taking care of myself, about taking care of my siblings, taking care of my friends. My mother taught me to be respectful even to the neighbors, to anybody who was bigger than me or older than me, I should say. My mother taught me that it is important, it pays to respect those people. My mother taught me it is very important to be respectful in the society and even to the people that I meet. And these things have really helped me so much. And I am here because, of course, because of God, but again, the discipline that my mother taught me. My mother taught me to take care of the girls, not to mess up with the girls. And I think that really helped me so much in my youth. And because, of course, you know what that will entail. My mother taught me not to indulge myself with peer pressure, people that didn't have right morals, and so that, I don't destroy my future. And today, I really appreciate, those lessons that my mother taught me. And my mother taught me that it is important to be obedient as a young boy, and in life, actually. Um, it is important to be obedient. It is important to take care of the other people's feelings. And I think this has really helped me and has worked wonders. And I appreciate mom so much, for being there and caring and showing me the way. And I would remember, those days, we'd wake up in the morning, go to prepare tea before we go to school. You have to fetch water, you have to clean, or rather the clear rubbishes outside, make sure that the houses are clean, make sure that you're well groomed, and at the same time, and remind you, those days we never even had shoes for school, but she made sure that after school we have what we call akala, those akala shoes made from tires, vehicle tires, to make sure that even as we go to herd the cows, we take care of our little feet. And that was it. That was my mother. And of course, every weekend, my mother taught me how to cultivate and to make sure that we put food on the table through farming and doing all these kind of things. And those disciplines were very important because today they have made me to be who I am. And I'm so grateful that I never diverted from the teachings of my mother and the good morals that she put in my life. And I really appreciate God so much. And now, on the other flip side of the story of this video, what the city has taught me. The city, hey, the green city in the sun called Nairobi. Or generally, I'm talking about the city life. I'm a village boy, so when I came to the city, of course, there was that culture, a shock, and a lot of things had to change. And you are there meeting with diverse people, different characters, and people that are of different moral standings. And if you didn't have a strong foundation from your mother and from your parents and from your upbringing, obviously you will be diverted into things that doesn't have any merits, and morality will be drained out of your system. And this is what the city taught me. The city taught me that God is for you are for yourself, and God is for us all. In other words, it matters about you and yourself. It's I myself I, me, and myself. That is what the city taught me. And it was a culture shock because in the village we used to share things. In the village we used to be so generous. In the village you never had insecurity, but the city taught me insecurity. You have to take care of yourself. In fact, most of the people in the city, that's the reason why they have bungalows with the iron gates and padlocks and all that. But in the city, in the village, we never used to have those things because everybody used to care of one another's things. But in the city, it has taught me you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your belongings. And these are the flip side of life in the village and life in the city. In the city, the city has taught me that you have to be careful because everybody is looking to deprive you. And as I said, if you've not been caught in this city and in the city, wherever you're watching this video, you can resonate with this. If you've not been caught in the city, I'm telling you, you count yourself very lucky because the city has taught me that they are fraudsters. The city has taught me that you don't trust everybody. The city has taught me that life here is in the fast lane, and whoever get the first opportunity, they run with it, and you're left there stranded. The city has taught me that we don't have genuine love. When you're talking about even spousal love, love relationships, the city has taught me that before you get the love of your life, you could be mistaken, and you could be there crying at the end of the day because things don't work in the face value. They in deep, it is just in the face value. The city has taught me out of sight, out of mind. This is the city life. If you are out of the sight of somebody, then you're out of the mind, and they are next, to something else. But also, the city has taught me that you can still also stand up and be counted as an influencer in the morals that are good. If you're a believer, if you believe in Christ, if you believe in God, and you have good moral standing, and your attitude is good, then also, of course, the city has taught me that you can excel in this life. The city has taught me that hard work pays, and unless you work hard, of course, the city has taught me that you can sleep hungry. You can sleep hungry. You can have no food. You can have no shelter, because that's the reason why in the city we have so many homeless people. Wherever whichever corner you look at it. And of course, the city has also taught me that you can also have genuine friends. You can still find love, that is genuine. And the city has taught me many things. But contrarily, to what my mother taught me about good standing, the city has taught me that you can actually lose it. You can lose it. The city has taught me that depression is in the rise because of the high cost of living. In the village, I never heard about ulcers and depression and people committing suicide. But the city has told me that these things are all over. They are prevalent because of the things that are there. Of course, the city has also taught me about corruption, and people are ready to rip you off, and people are ready, to heap things for themselves. While in the village, my mother taught me that whatever you have, you can share with your friends, and this is how life is. And I have traveled a little, and I have also seen these things happening in many other places. And it's contrary to what we were taught up when we were growing. And this is my story, and this is what my mother taught me versus what the city has taught me. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you so much. Kindly share, like the video, follow, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I am going to see you in my next video. This is Ben, and this is Benny Errands coming to you. Thank you and shalom.